You guys coach through that too. So I know people have used like Plastiq is one of the services that you use, like to be able to wire from the credit card balance or something like that, right?
Yeah, and now billpay.com and other really big players are stepping into that. So that's very exciting. Hopefully in the future, it's going to get even easier and easier to be able to get the cash off the card, working with the banking system, not
Yeah.
pulling gimmicks and trying to use your own merchant account and then getting your merchant account shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we kind of recognized or noticed is that when you get like a merchant account or when you try to wire a large amount of money, let's say 75K, what do you recommend, like working with Plastiq or Bill Pay? Do you have to kind of slowly work up to that larger amount or like do some smaller transactions first? Or as when you use Plastiq, do you see that they can use, a 75K invoice right away and pay that right away with Plastiq? Or do you think it takes some time to work up to that amount?
My understanding is that it's more about having all of the paperwork that they require filled out properly. Just all of
Properly.
the,
Yeah.
they basically want to cut, like they're doing that transaction in such a way where you're doing it as an invoice. So it's
Yep.
basically like one company is invoicing another company. And so if you set up both sides of that transaction properly, the purchaser with the credit card, and
Yep.
then the seller and with the invoice and being set up properly and it's in the right industry and it matches all of their guidelines, then my understanding is it's more about having all the paperwork put in properly, because these transactions are going to be, especially if it's over 10,000, it's going to be reviewed by, I believe, federally. And so they just have to make sure that they have all of their paperwork done properly, which can, from my understanding, every time that I did it, there was a lot of paperwork to fill out. I never did 75,000 because I always did like 10,000 or 15 because I'm just checking it out. I'm not pulling it off to actually use the cash. I just would pay it back.
Yeah.
But just in order to use it. Now, I know that more recently we've been having good success with billpay.com.